Dear listener, today we talk about the science of intuition. Is it real? Intuition, often described as a gut feeling or an inner knowing, has long fascinated both scientists and the general public. For centuries, intuition has been regarded as a mysterious, almost magical ability that defies logical explanation. But what exactly is intuition? Does it hold any scientific merit, or is it merely a product of imagination and cognitive biases? This article delves into the science of intuition, exploring its origins, mechanisms, and implications. What is intuition at its core? Intuition refers to the ability to understand or know something immediately, without the need for conscious reasoning. People often experience intuition as a sudden insight, a strong sense of certainty, or an inexplicable urge to act in a certain way. While intuition is frequently associated with decision-making, it also plays a role in creativity, problem-solving, and interpersonal relationships. Psychologists and neuroscientists define intuition as a form of rapid, automatic information processing that relies on past experiences and subconscious pattern recognition. Unlike analytical reasoning, which is deliberate and methodical, intuition operates beneath the surface of conscious awareness. It's the mind's way of connecting the dots in a split second, often without the individual being aware of how or why the connection was made. The neuroscience of intuition. Intuition is not magic, it's grounded in the biology of the brain. Research in cognitive neuroscience has identified several key areas of the brain that contribute to intuitive processes. 1. The basal ganglia. This deep brain structure is involved in pattern recognition and habit formation. It helps the brain detect familiar patterns and make quick judgments based on prior experiences. 2. The amygdala, often associated with emotion, the amygdala plays a role in processing intuitive feelings, particularly those related to danger or threat. It helps generate the gut feeling that something isn't right. 3. The prefrontal cortex. This area, responsible for decision-making and executive functions, integrates signals from the subconscious mind to guide actions and judgments. 4. The default mode network (DMN). This network of brain regions becomes active during moments of rest or introspection. It is believed to play a role in synthesizing information and fostering creative, intuitive insights. Neuroscientists suggest that intuition arises when the brain processes vast amounts of information quickly and unconsciously. These processes rely on neural pathways that have been strengthened by prior learning and experience. For example, a seasoned firefighter might intuitively sense that a building is about to collapse, even without any obvious signs, because their brain has unconsciously analyzed subtle cues from previous encounters. The role of experience and expertise. One of the most significant factors influencing intuition is experience. Studies have shown that experts in various fields, from chess players to surgeons, often rely on intuition to make split-second decisions. This phenomenon is known as expert intuition. In a classic study, chess grandmasters were able to instantly recognize and evaluate complex board positions far more accurately than novices. This ability stems from years of practice, which enables them to develop an extensive mental database of patterns and strategies. Similarly, medical professionals often use their intuitive skills to diagnose conditions based on subtle symptoms that might go unnoticed by less experienced clinicians. However, intuition is not infallible. While experience enhances the accuracy of intuitive judgments, it does not guarantee them. Cognitive biases, emotional influences, and incomplete information can all lead to errors in intuitive reasoning. The science of gut feelings. The phrase gut feeling is more than just a metaphor. The gut-brain connection, mediated by the vagus nerve, plays a crucial role in how we experience intuition. The enteric nervous system, often referred to as the second brain, contains millions of neurons that communicate with the brain. This bidirectional communication can influence emotions, decision-making, and even intuitive insights. For instance, research has shown that changes in gut microbiota can affect mood and cognitive function, potentially shaping how we perceive and respond to situations. The interplay between gut health and mental processes highlights the physiological basis of intuition, suggesting that our gut feelings may be deeply rooted in biology. Can intuition be trusted? The answer to this question is yes and no. Your purest intuitions are always right, but those tinged by your own thoughts and emotions may only be partially correct or even completely wrong. With practice, you can learn to assess your intuitive experiences and identify when they are more likely to be right. Is logic always right? For some reason we expect more from intuition than we do from logic. Ask yourself if your logic has ever been wrong about anything. Most people would agree that their logic doesn't always prove accurate. But we expect intuition to be perfect, even though we are not skilled in its use. This is magical thinking, and intuition is not magic. While intuition is not always perfect, we can develop our intuitive skills to increase their usefulness. Practice with intuition teaches you how to identify, integrate, apply, and assess your intuitive experiences. On an interesting note, we don't yet fully understand the mechanism by which true intuition allows us to obtain information. But in the last 5 years, researchers have discovered chemical reactions that occur in your body during commonly reported intuitive experiences. Someday scientists may even discover biological distinctions between pure intuition and other phenomena, such as wishful thinking, projection, and imagination. How do I identify true intuition? Intuition takes many forms and can include visual imagery, as well as any intuitive sensing in your body with your ear, or nose, gut, heart, or any other way that information arises without the use of logical processes. Most of us have little training in identifying any of these, because Western education methodologies focus primarily on left brain skills. We need to begin by paying attention so we can recognize our intuitive sensing. Then we need to determine if it is true. One of the most challenging things for us to do is to separate true intuition from wishful thinking, what we hope will happen, or projections, interpreting images through the lens of our own history or ideas. Example of wishful thinking. Elaine believed that her intuition had told her that she would be a contestant on a TV game show and began to prepare. When she excitedly went to Los Angeles to try out for the show, she was crushed when she was not chosen. When she examined her behavior later, Elaine realized that it was not true intuition, but her lifelong desire to be on TV that was functioning. Example of projection. John thought that his intuition was telling him that Helen would dump him after 3 months of dating. Not wanting that to happen, John began to cling to the relationship as the dreaded prediction neared. John's behavior was so odd that Helen began to have doubts about their relationship. Without realizing it, John was projecting onto Helen because his last serious relationship ended when his partner suddenly dropped him. All of us are full of wishes and fears. When you open to intuitive images, it is important to be aware of how these wishes and fears can confuse your ability to identify true intuition. The reliability of intuition depends on the context. In situations where patterns are consistent and experience is extensive, intuition can be a powerful tool. For example, pilots, athletes, and stock traders often make successful intuitive decisions under pressure. However, intuition is less reliable in unfamiliar or complex scenarios. Cognitive biases such as confirmation bias, overconfidence, and the availability heuristic can distort intuitive judgments. Additionally, emotions like fear or excitement can cloud intuition, leading to poor decisions. To strike a balance, experts recommend combining intuition with analytical thinking. Known as balanced decision-making, This approach involves using intuition to generate initial insights and then verifying those insights through logical analysis and evidence-based reasoning. The benefits of cultivating intuition. Despite its limitations, intuition offers several benefits. It allows for 1. Faster decision-making. In time-sensitive situations, intuition can bypass the need for lengthy deliberation. 2. Enhanced creativity. Intuition fosters innovative ideas by connecting disparate pieces of information in novel ways. 3. Improved relationships. Intuitive insights can help individuals navigate social dynamics and empathize with others. 4. Adaptability. Intuition enables people to respond flexibly to changing circumstances by drawing on subconscious knowledge. To cultivate intuition, experts recommend practices such as mindfulness, reflection, and deliberate practice in one's field of expertise. These activities enhance self-awareness and strengthen the brain's ability to process information intuitively. In summary, intuition in its purest form is always right. Therefore, it is worth cultivating. There are many things can help you identify your true intuition from other imagery that you may experience. To begin, listen to your body and the signals it is giving. Try also to develop a focusing practice that allows you to achieve a calm, detached state where you can better identify what is going on. And always examine your intuitive images to see if you recognize wishful thinking or projections in them. Conclusion. Intuition is a real and scientifically grounded phenomenon, rooted in the brain's capacity for rapid, unconscious information processing. While it's not infallible, intuition serves as a valuable complement to analytical thinking, particularly in areas where experience and expertise play a significant role. By understanding the science of intuition, we can harness its potential while remaining mindful of its limitations. Whether it's a firefighter sensing danger, an artist finding inspiration, or a friend offering advice, intuition reminds us of the remarkable complexity of the human mind and its ability to navigate the world. Please listen complete my article and share, like and subscribe my channel. Thanks from Relax Audiobook.